I realized my friend is a leech when she spent a fortune shopping and expected all of us to cover her vacation costs. And now everyone is mad at me for saying no. We'd been planning this trip for 2 years, 7 days in Mexico, our $1,800 a person. We picked the resort together, agreed on the dates, and every single one of us started saving. Group chat dedicated to it, flight deals, restaurant recs, excursion options, everyone locked in, everyone except her. We've been friends since sophomore year of college, and for as long as I can remember, she's always been the one who shows up without contributing. In college she was broke, working part-time, drowning in loans. We covered extra for her. Nobody complained. We were all struggling, but we graduated, got jobs, built actual lives. She did too, at least on paper. Full-time job, good salary, no kids, no partner she's supporting, lives with her parents rent-free, no utilities. Her mom cooks most of her meals. She should have more disposable income than any of us, but somehow she never has money. Every group trip, every nicer dinner, every concert, she either asks if we can do something cheaper or goes quiet when the bill comes. Someone always covers the difference, and she never acknowledges it, never offers to pay anyone back. She just accepts it like it's normal. I let it go for years. We all did, but something shifted in me. The pattern wasn't just about money anymore. It was about accountability. So when this Mexico trip came up and we all committed to under $800, I paid close attention. We had a payment deadline 6 weeks out. For 4 weeks, the chat was active, confirming flights, sorting rooms, planning excursions. She was right there in the conversation, excited, posting vacation memes. Not once did she mention money being an issue. Then 10 days before the deadline, she posted in the group chat, "Hey, so I'm a little short this month. Could everyone throw in an extra 100 to help cover my deposit? I'll pay you all back." I stared at that message. Then I went to her Instagram because the weekend before, I'd seen a string of stories. She'd gone to the mall with her sister, a haul video, new jeans, 2 tops, sandals, and a crossbody bag she'd been talking about for months. She captioned it, "Finally treated myself, no regrets." I added up what I could see from the tags. Conservative estimate, just over $900. She had just spent $900 at the mall and was now asking the group to cover her $600 deposit for a trip we'd been planning for 2 years. I sat with it, asked myself if I was being unfair, if there was something I didn't know. And then I thought about every dinner, every concert, every moment someone quietly covered her while she looked at her phone. I responded to the group, said I wasn't going to contribute to her deposit, explained what I'd seen on her stories, said I had a hard time putting in extra when she'd just spent that much on things she didn't need, kept it actual, no lecture, just where I stood. The group went quiet for 40 minutes, then one by one they pushed back. "She deserves to treat herself. She works hard. You don't know everything going on in her life. This feels really judgmental." She said nothing in the group chat, just sent me a private message that said, "Wow." I told her I wasn't trying to embarrass her, but I wasn't going to keep supplementing her expenses while watching her spend freely on other things. I cared about her, but she needed to understand where I was coming from. She never responded. 2 friends called me that evening, both frustrated. One said I'd made her feel attacked in front of everyone. The other said even if I was right, I could have just quietly said no without bringing up what she bought. I heard them out. Then I said if I'd quietly said no, nothing would have changed. Someone else would have covered it, and she would have had no reason to look at the pattern honestly. At some point, someone has to say the thing. The deadline passed. She didn't come up with the money. She didn't come on the trip. 5 of us went to Mexico. Beautiful resort, perfect weather, exactly what we'd planned, but there was tension underneath everything. At dinner, a friend said she felt bad she wasn't there. I said I felt bad too, but I wasn't responsible for her choices. She looked at me like I'd said something cold and moved on. I got home to a voicemail. She wanted to talk, said she'd had time to think and understood why I was frustrated even if it hurt. I haven't called her back. I'm not angry anymore. I'm just tired. Tired of being the person who says the honest thing and ends up holding everyone's discomfort while they process it. Tired of watching someone treat the people around her like a resource instead of a relationship. I don't know if we find our way back from this, but I paid my $1,800. I showed up, and I'm done quietly covering the difference for someone who never once asked herself why she always needs it.